Hello, Nanette here. I want to talk about a few things that have been coming up and everything with people that I see all the time and everything. And everybody says that they should be kind to everyone else, but right now there's so many people that are not being kind, so I'm not going to be kind either. I have a lot on my mind, and I don't know if I put this on. I don't know if I've talked about this, but I'm going to talk about it again if I have, if y'all seen it. But I was talking to somebody, and they were talking about trans people and how they didn't like it and everything. They asked me, as a woman, don't you not like the fact that somebody that wasn't born a woman calls herself one? And no, I do like it. If you are comfortable in your skin, if you are someone that is all right with who you are, you're not going to give a fuck about how someone identifies as something they weren't from birth. And to be frank with you, we all, whether you're male or female, have the Y and X chromosome in your body because you ain't going to be born otherwise. Therefore, you can identify as whatever the hell you want to because you don't feel comfortable in the what you were born as. It pisses me off that people want to go around saying that they don't like it that somebody identifies as something they weren't when they were come out. As somebody that struggles with who I am and have for a long time, I can understand the fact that someone feels uncomfortable being the gender that they were identified as when they were born. I'm not talking about feeling uncomfortable being a woman because that's not that I identify as. But that don't leave no skin off me because I identify as what I was born as. People are arguing and they're bringing me into the middle of it, and I don't like it. It pisses me off how people are always saying stuff. Let people alone to be who they want to be. Another thing, I was on my friend's YouTube channel last night, and they were talking about a writer, someone that I really like, and then they told me, I asked, what did they do? Because they did something bad. Um, and one of the people that were in the chat with me told me, and I'm like, great. Maybe I shouldn't have asked that question. Why does, why the heck they keep doing this stuff? And I'm not throwing my books away just because they did something I don't agree with because the books were so inspirational. I will actually say who I'm talking about. Um, the writer is Neil Gaiman. I love the TV shows that I've seen that were created by his books. I like his books, but it just left an awful feeling in me, knowing what he did. But I can't let go of the story. And big reason, newsflash, when I go onto Instagram, I only go into the chats with the people that I talk to. I don't go scrolling like everyone else does. Because, or I don't go on Reddit. I don't go on TikTok. I don't go on Pinterest for this very reason. I don't watch the news. I don't want to know these horrible things that people do. It fills me with a sick feeling inside of me, and I want to close myself off. I really do. Cut away and not know anything. Because the more I know, the more I feel sick. I, I'm very sensitive to stuff like that. People laugh at me or make gestures that I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm an empath, a really strong one. I can feel emotions from far away from me. It's why I hardly ever go out, but I I crave human interaction. I know you are. It affects us differently, Jamie. I mean, we feel so much, even when we try to block it out and not pay attention to the news or the stuff going on around us. We still feel it. And I might be, this might sound mean and everything to people on the replay, but for my safety, my mental health, and my sanity, I can't do it. I can't watch the things that are going on around me. Like people being killed over stupid fucking shit that they shouldn't be. I'm talking about over in Israel and Iran. I will not be looking that stuff up, and I just can't. I'd be put in the hospital and I'll go crazy. Do I think it's a travesty and that it shouldn't happen? Yes, I do. No lives should be lost over stupid shit. Yeah, exactly. Same here. Um, Even talking about this stuff leaves me feeling bad and everything, but I have so much stuff in me that I feel bad all the time, and it makes me drained and everything. And people don't get that. They don't understand. And sometimes I feel like people think I put on stuff, but I don't. I am who I am. I'm 100% authentic. And screw you if you don't believe what I say. I don't know how to not be who I am and to show everything to a certain extent. There are things I want to talk about, but speaking of which, I went to my doctor last month, and I told them I wanted to do shadow work because I've got so much stuff built up inside of me, and I've tried to let it out in other ways, and I've talked about my feelings, but nothing is seeming to work, and I got to get through all this stuff and stop feeling inside my head the way I do. So I'm thinking shadow work will help. And my psychiatrist gave me pages of workbooks to read over and everything. And for any of you don't know, shadow work is when people can have a shadow self and it not bother them. But if you've had traumatic experience in your life and you have had horrible things happen to you when you were a child, it's very necessary to unlock that stuff and to let go of it. And shadow work is about the only thing that will help. Um, at least that's what I've come to find out. And talking about my feelings and talking about what I remember doesn't help me. Hypnotizing me won't help either. They've tried it. I can't be hypnotized. I really can't. It just makes my head get a headache and my nose start bleeding. I had to call the hospital and take me to the emergency room last time. um, but yeah, I'll tell you something else that bothers me. That yes, I am white. I don't give a fuck what anyone says about being white. Um, we are not fucking privileged. No one is. All lives matter. No matter what anyone else says in this whole damn world. Eh, all lives matter or no lives matter. In the story. And anyone that says differently is racist. The rich are not better than the poor. Black isn't better than white. White ain't black better than black. Chinese people, red. Chinese people aren't better than Asians. Asians aren't better than Mexicans. So on and so forth. No one is better than the next. At the end of the day, we all bleed the same color when we're cut. Here's something else. It's going to be controversial and people are not going to like what I have to say, but here goes. I've been doing videos and deleting them over and over about this, but I'm ready to talk about it. And I'm going to say it in a way that maybe will come off as a little softer. But books, going back to me liking a certain author's writing style and everything, knowing that they're horrible. If we start burning one kind of book just because somebody did something that you don't like, we might as well burn all of them because every single book on this planet has something in it that someone is not going to like. And the only things left will be the books that are for school people, and it'll be only the people that are going to school learning about that subject will be able to get to it. I think that all books are important and none of them should be obliterated just because you don't like someone. They teach us, they mold us into who we are or aren't. And a lot of books, especially fiction ones, if you go back far enough in history, you'll see the books that, yeah, exactly. But there's people on the internet that keep saying that books should be burned. But we don't learn anything. Um, Contrary to what people think, we start burning books, we're letting the fascists and the people that are in charge win because they want us stupid and ignorant, not knowing any damn thing. People have the right to read whatever the hell they want to. I'm very strong about this. No book should be burned. No book should be lessened down to make it into easier reading either. We're already becoming stupid and ignorant here in the United States. And where the as far as learning stuff goes, ours is the most illiterate country in the world right now. And that is what they want. Let's see. What was I saying? But if you go back in time, you can find where writers have took stuff from other books and everything. It's not just one person. And right now, I'm talking about J.K. Rowling, but um, there is nothing that's original in book form for the most part. They get inspiration from other books and they grow onto stuff that already exists. Most people don't have the knowledge to be able to come up with something that is original anymore. Sorry to say it, but it's the truth. Let's see. Something else that I seem to see people want to argue about is the fact that I don't think people know this, but in Texas, they make it where you can't read certain books if you're in school. And I don't agree with that. Books that have been there for years, things that we grew up reading as mandatory, now are being criticized and saying that you can't have this in your schools. And before long, it's going to be everywhere. And I don't have children, but it appalls me that there's books that are being, people are being told they can't read anymore. It teaches you about things. The good ones do anyway. I have a lot of opinions on stuff, and sometimes I do listen to the things that people say on the internet, and and this is the result of all that. Me ranting. Hello, Bones. I promise it's not all about books. I've been talking about other things too, but and I'll get into other aspects of my rant. But it's the truth. I'm tired of holding back and not talking about stuff and my opinion of things. And I know that some people would rather me shut up and not say anything, but I just feel like we are in the midst of a battle that's about to emerge, and we have to take sides. We have to have a stand, whether it screws us over or not. And I'm tired of holding back. It's not like I'm going to be in any more danger if I keep my mouth shut. Um, if the damn bill passes, I won't have insurance that damn asshole put into place. Well, I'm back to ranting about something different, but yeah, I know where that reference is from. I do love me some Stand By Me. I've watched that movie enough times. I could quote every damn thing from that movie. Another line from it. But yeah, I understand that. I mean, it is hard to speak up when you think things are going to happen, but they're already happening. And I, I'm fed up with keeping my mouth shut and not talking about how this affects me and other people. And it's like this. Them wanting to, I don't think people realize this. They are putting people in buses, taking them back to their home country and saying that you're not an American. But they've lived here for years and they got green cards to be here. And not just the people that are legally here. Just because that asshole thinks that they shouldn't be here. Most people are not born American. Their families are from other countries. And by that standard, Let's take and send that damn hussy bitch of the first lady back to her home country because she is not a fucking American. Sick balls, Jackie. He wagged his tail at that bone. Instead of doing that, he's here now, giving me a kiss about. And the people who work here, the government screwed them over, and they continue to screw over the Native Americans, which pisses me off even more because I have Native American in my blood on both sides. So I know I look white. I have Irish in me, and that's the. Yeah, hello, baby. Hello there, baby. Hello, my grumpy. I don't think that anyone is in the right going and coming in on someone, especially when them people helped and then screwing them over. But it's been happening for millions of years, and the white man thinks that they can take over every damn thing and call it their own and tell everybody what to do. I I didn't vote for him either. And while some of them are crueler than others, I think he is the cruelest of all of them. Thank you, Becky. I kiss you. Yeah. He is very despicable, and oh, I know. I've known for years what an asshole that man is, long before he became a president. The way he talks about women, my brother is married to somebody named Whitney, and her grandma talked to me about him, and she told me that she used to work for him, and he didn't pay her either. That's when I started hating the son of a bitch. Yeah, I keep saying this, and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. He is Hitler 2.0. He hasn't started World War yet, but three. But you wait, he will. He's already started a civil war in the United States against the other people that are in Congress. And why they let him back in after that, the only reason he got back in is because people don't want a woman as a president. And I've said this before. That's why he got in the first time, because they didn't want to vote Hillary Clinton in. You may be right. You probably are. But I don't know. A lot of people that I've talked to, there's only a handful that don't that wanted him not to get in, are saying that he's a great president now. Instead of cheating, maybe he has a witch on his staff that helped him to get into the Oval Office, or more than one, to hypnotize all the voters. But either way, it's still cheating even if you use magical means. I mean, there's this person that a few months ago, before he got in there, was talking about how much they hated Trump, and now they like him, and they said that they voted for him. Yeah, exactly. The people that I think didn't fall for him are the ones that are like you and me that can't be hypnotized. The ones that see right through his snaky attitude and who he is. But there's a lot of people that don't see through it. Hey, Sarah. Uh, I sent you a message on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm going to tell you something that I've noticed about people and everything, and it's sad to say, but people, they like to cover their eyes up to things that they don't want to see. They disregard anything that isn't pleasant or in their line of thinking. They outright deny it. And it isn't just because of winning. People don't want to know. They want to follow blindly into anything that they most people don't want to see the darkness. They don't want to become aware of what's around them. Okay. This is a good example of sorry for anyone that doesn't like this train of talk because they are triggered by the Bible and Christianity and all that stuff. But okay, in Genesis, they talk about how Adam and Eve are in the garden, and God tells them not to eat from the tree of the fruit of knowledge. And a serpent comes and tempts Eve, and she gets Adam to since they sorry oh, I'll repeat it. I'm talking about the Bible. Um, okay, in the beginning, they in Genesis, they talked about Adam and Eve being told by God that they shouldn't eat from the tree of knowledge. But a serpent came and got Eve to eat, and she talked Adam into it. And then they knew everything. They were aware of everything. And then they were ashamed. There is a point to my madness. Okay, people are still trying to recreate the Garden of Eden to the point where they are, I'm not talking about after the eating of the fruit. I'm talking about before. They don't want to know that they don't have clothes on, that they don't have, they want to remain ignorant, and they will purposely go out of their way to make themselves ignorant. And I've seen it lots of times. I hope I'm making sense because sometimes I don't to other people, but um, it's just something I noticed. And I bring that up because a lot of them are Christian. Oh, good. But point being, they don't want to know. They purposely blind their minds out and they go on like nothing is going on in the world except for what they want to know about. I know that Lilith was, but the point being is that Eve was ignorant and she didn't know anything, and neither did Adam. And they were Lilith knew, and she wanted to know. And I think the whole Lilith thing comes into play with people like me, people like Jamie, people like you. We want to know this stuff. We're going to talk about Lilith. We don't want our eyes to be closed by the things that are going on around us. We crave that acknowledgement and everything else. Eve, on the other hand, is like the mass majority of people that I see around me. They don't want to know. They blindly go around not being in the way. That makes a lot more sense. I didn't read all of it. Um, but point being, Eve, Lilith, um, she wouldn't have but yeah, my whole point is whether it's Lilith or Eve, um, people want to recreate what happened in the garden before it ever happened and before anybody ate the fruit, before people started knowing everything. They don't want to. They make themselves where they won't know. But more people don't really want to know what's around them. They choose to pick and choose what they find out. They don't want to open their minds up to other things. And but I think that's a human thing. I mean, there are certain things. I talked about this earlier and everything. There's certain things I don't want to know about, and I purposely stay away from it. I think that's just a human condition that we are all innate of. It's kind of like this: one hand's doing one thing and the other one's doing something else, and you can't look at both hands. I don't care who you are, and people don't want to. be able to see both hands anyway. They want to be hypnotized by the magician and stay ignorant to the whole process of um, getting the magician to do the trick. Even if they say that they want to know the trick, where the thing goes and how it does it, they they don't like it after they find out. Like me, I don't like finding out that people that I like to read book or listen to music is horrible. Actors are a little different. Of course, there's certain actors I don't want to know about. Um, I don't want to know hear if they did something horrible because it would ruin my illusion of them. Let's see. Um, I'm not sure what else that I can rant about. I mean, I will you be quiet? Sure, you're giving me a headache. Yeah. It was just an analogy. I'm not sure that I believe any of it. If Adam and Eve were real, they are cave people. I don't know, you may have. And you forgot my name. Like you might have run everybody out of here. But yeah, the point wasn't really where they come from, what happened with them. It's more of before and after and how people do things. It really wasn't supposed to be philosophical and everything. I'm not really sure now that I've talked about. Oh, another thing that I want to talk about. Everybody keeps bitching and moaning about buy small businesses, buy from small businesses. Don't spend your money elsewhere to the point where now we can't get stuff from China and Japan and all them places for the price we used to. And do people realize that if you go and you keep running your damn mouth and saying don't buy from overseas stuff, your prices are gonna fucking go up because everything is made overseas. If you don't, you can't afford to go to specialty shops. Every damn thing you get at the Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Walmart, because they cost a lot of fucking more, um, or the really expensive places in the mall, you are buying from China, Japan, Mexico, Canada, if you're in America. Only thing that's happening is Trump is screwing everybody over. So why the hell do people bitch about Timu and shit? I am on a rant today. I said I would be a or Amazon. It's great if you can pay the money to support people that do actual creations and stuff. But let me assure you, yeah, when you do small business and everything, you still may take the chance of getting it from third world countries because the material usually isn't made in America or wherever the hell you're from. They have the cotton factories and everything are from overseas. It's like somebody that I'm in Discord on somebody's Discord, and they were talking about um, they did a video today on YouTube, and they were talking about why bother with going to Etsy. They didn't say it this way. I am saying it this way, and paying double the price. They handed it this. When you don't know where you're getting the stuff from anyway, and none of it is trustworthy anymore anyway, why not just buy it from Amazon? They were talking about where they got, so people were asking them where they got something, which they didn't get it, but it wasn't theirs, they borrowed it. But you say, but I do know where you can get it. And they said Amazon. And then they said, or you can go on Etsy. But you're going to pay 3 times as much for the same damn thing you get on Amazon. And most people can't afford that. Not now, any damn way. It blows my mind that people want to go talk. And here's another thing people talk about: how don't go buying from Shein or Temu because the clothes will fall apart after a few washes. No, the fuck they will not. I've had Shein and Shein and Temu clothes for 2, 3 years, and they don't fall the fuck apart. If you take care of your clothes, you won't have to worry about that stuff. Or any of the other stuff that you get. The only thing people are doing saying support small businesses and giving their damn money away and not and bad mouthing Shein and Temu. I keep saying the wrong thing. Sorry. Um, is making it harder on people like me that cannot go to them damn stores that y'all do. Don't put somebody down just because they go to them places. And there is no fucking difference in buying stuff from Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar as buying from Shein or Temu. There's no fucking difference. None. If you can't buy food on them. And you really can't buy clothes at any of them stores except for Family Dollar. Yeah, exactly. Etsy is a ripoff because I've seen the things that they have on there, and it's the same crap that you can get on Shein or Temu, but they jack up the fucking prices. It'd be different if they went and sold stuff that was quality made, and some of them do. And there's some people that do Shein, I mean Etsy, and they don't charge outrageous fucking prices. But understand, I'm not telling you not to go on to Etsy. There are Etsy shops that are really good quality made stuff, and they don't charge you outrageous fucking prices for the things that they sell on them. But what I am saying is, you have to go and look around in the places you can and see the prices and pay attention to what they're selling. And me, for one, I only shop on Etsy shops that actually have people leaving comments and pictures. Some of the ones that don't let you do that, they're shady. Exactly. There's another thing. People, use your damn brain. Sorry if I'm sounding mean, but don't fall for gimmicks and things out there that people are saying just because they're saying it. Do your damn research and make sure that they're legitimate. Don't get me wrong. When you can't really tell and everything about stuff, about people and everything, you really do have to do your research. But if they blatantly don't have anyone commenting, leaving reviews or pictures of their products, because most of the stuff that I've got and everything from the Etsy shops that I buy on, they have some good reviews, some bad ones, which is understandable, and they don't get rid of them. They show it where people can see it. Yeah, I know that. People, It goes back to what I said. They want to see what they want to. I say, yeah, Yagi. Yeah, my buddy. It reminds me of something Annie was saying in a video I watched today about how people are advertising to do this course where they can win a lot of money. Look what is being said to go. Good buddy. Yes, you will. Yeah, I do. She was talking about how people are blindly buying stuff and they are, it's supposed to be like it getting minister things, and she said, I'm going to tell you right now, this doesn't get you any damn where because you can't the people that are getting married to these people don't actually get married. The point being is people are believing what these damn websites say, and it's online courses, and they're spending over $3,000 for the damn course, which is bullshit. It's just bullshit. Sorry. I'm going to tell you right now, you can go to school, have lots of different courses, and it only costs you $2,000. This is a new video, but she's been talking about a lot of courses where people have to pay outrageous prices. One was on Wiccan, another one's this one, and there's five of them. But I can't remember what the other ones are called. But they're all stupid. People are such idiots. I mean, you can get a degree in something, and you only have to pay $2,000 to do it. A real one. In a real school that you go to. I don't know. They may be more than that now, but 2 years ago, that's what they advertised on TV as them being. Not to mention the fact that if you apply for a loan, a grant, and everything, depending on how much money you make or how much money the people you live with make and everything, you can get it and not have to pay the damn thing back. You learn a hell of a lot more that way than you do doing these damn online things that they make you pay for. Well, I guess I lost everyone because it says zero people here. This, oh, another thing that pisses me off. How people go online and listen to the damn gossip and everything and they believe it. Okay, StreamYard is not showing me people in my I could read about that too. I'm not going to though. The the internet, you should always be skeptical. I mean, granted, I think that if you're going and looking for stuff, you should be skeptical anyway, whether it's on the TV or the internet or whatever, but especially the fucking internet. And why people believe what they hear that's on the web is beyond me. The reason I say that you can somewhat believe the TV is because if they're found out that they are lying, they can be impeached and throw their ass in jail. If it's like a reporter or the news and stuff like that. I don't think people realize that. But technically, they can report things that are not true, that are their opinion. It's a skady little line to. That's why I say you have to be skeptical about what the news says and everything. If it's something to do with somebody that is being put in jail over something, they can tell you what their opinion is, and they don't have to necessarily say that it's their opinion. That is fine, but some things they can get in trouble for if they deliberately outright lie. But yeah, but even then, you shouldn't take their what they say and run with it and live your life by it. Even the news. And like I said earlier, I don't really listen to news. Every once in a while, I will, but I don't believe 90% of what I see on the internet. It is a reference guide. With Grant, I do look up stuff a lot on Google. Uh, and another thing, like with books, I'm not talking about fiction books, I'm talking about the real ones that are nonfiction. They, not as much the newer ones, but back in the old days, people would check your work after you did it or you were halfway through, and if you were found plagiarizing, misleading stuff, you could get in a lot of trouble with the stuff you're writing if you weren't truthful about it. So, or if it came from somebody else's book. Exactly. When I say that it's a little easier now than before. If you look at books and everything that are out now, and it's through a certain publishing company, if you know that publishing company, you can rest assured. I'm gonna give one out. It's just the one that popped in my head. Llewellyn. If you were getting a witchcraft book and you wanted to be assured that it was going to be good, you get Llewellyn. Because if you want accuracy, you better damn well believe that eh, they're not going to play around with books that ain't got accuracy to them. Um, why not? I would love for him to do something stupid. Maybe it'll be the straw that broke the camel's back. Sorry, I'm in a mood today. Uh, and he's got partly to do with it. Well, I should get off here. I mean, I can't think of anything else that I really want to rant about. I'm kind of out of steam after all this talk about things that have been bothering me. I don't want him doing that anymore. I really don't. Um, he's already screwed us over enough. And I'll explain later. Yeah, I went into some details on this video, but I'm not going into everything. Understand something. There's this lady that is on YouTube that talks about the things that he's doing and the policies that he's carrying out and everything. And while I said that you shouldn't trust sources, she has documented cases. She's got proof. She even shows videos on her thing where he says the damn shit. So that's why I take it as facts, not fiction. Um, and she backs up what she says. She even shows videos from the news channel. So she does it every few days. Sometimes this last week she did it every day because he was doing a bunch of damn shit. But I'm not going into every damn thing that SOB is doing. But he's doing a lot. Well, I know I have a new channel, but I'm still going to do the All Faithful. Be the person you're meant to be, not the one that everybody expects you to be. Till next time. I changed the name of my channel. It's no longer what it used to be called. It's Nanette's Mystical World. That's what I mean by new channel. It's just a new channel name. Haven't you paid any attention? I suppose I should try to come up with something different, but I like my saying. It's me. Okay, I'll talk to you in a little bit. In about an hour. A little over. Thank you for coming, everyone. I've seen some people pop in and out. Nobody talked except Jamie and Sarah. But thank you anyway. It's a well, it'll be 5 my time, but hey everyone. Have a good day and night.